right, sorry that last one cut off there. I lost track of time and wasn't paying attention to the clock there. All right, so what we're doing then is looking at the alternate way that you could do this problem. By getting the rate that we pay because we use the amount that we pay. So then cross-multiplying and dividing. And is going to give us 75. Now, remember that that's the 75% that's what we pay. So because we want the actual discount rate, we're going to have to say 100% minus the 75%. So we get 25% is the discount rate. So we get the same result in both situations. We just subtract at a different point. So you can either decide to subtract at the beginning, or you can wait until the end, as long as you're keeping track and making sure that your rate and your amount are talking about the same idea. Where most people run into trouble is when they think that they're getting the rate that they pay, but they think that they're getting the discount rate, but they're using the amount being 45. So make sure that those two are talking about the same part of the price, and then you will be fine on that. All right, we're gonna skip that one for the moment, and we will look at the percent increase one here on the following page. So we are on page 16, and we are looking at the number of accidents from all-terrain vehicles that require emergency room visits for children under 16 increased from 21,000 to 42,000 in a 10-year period. And what was the percent increase? All right, so percent increase is going to be the amount of increase divided by the original amount, what you start with, and then multiply that by 100%. So the amount of increase is going to be that new amount of 42,000 hospital visits, subtracting off the 21,000 hospital visits that we started with. And then because that 21,000 is what we started with, that's what's going to go in the denominator. And then once we figure out what this fraction gives us, we'll multiply it by 100%. So 42,000 minus 21,000 is actually 21,000. So we end up with 21,000 over 21,000 times 100%. Of course, remember, this is going to just be 1. So it'll be 1 times 100,000. So our percent increase is a 100% increase in ER visits for children under 16 in ATV accidents. Okay, so lots of context there that you didn't necessarily have to put all of that in there. You could have just getting that 100% increase in ER visits for this situation would be sufficient for most of these. Okay, moving on to the following one, we're going to look at a percent decrease. During a recent housing slump, the median price of homes decreased in the U.S. If James bought his house for $360,000 and the value 1 year later was $235,800, compute the percent decrease in the value of the house. So, percent increase, and then that's going to be, decrease, because we are looking at a decrease situation. And the amount of decrease over the original amount times 100%. So essentially, other than the prefixes, it's exactly the same formula we're looking at for percent increase. Okay, so the amount of decrease is going to be the difference here between the 360,000 and the 235,800, all over where it started, which was the 360,000, and then at the end multiplied by 100%. So okay, so I'm getting my numerator is 124,200 divided by the 360,000 times 100. Oops, sorry about that. Just realized that was below the thing there. And then I get 0.345 times 100%, which is going to lead me to a 34.5% decrease in value. And remember that you do want to put some context on here. Again, think about somebody who's not in our class doing this. If you wanted to talk about, 34.5%, then, you really need to add that decrease in value or something, because otherwise we have no idea if 34.5% is what you got on a homework assignment, or it's, the decrease or increase in ATV visits, ATV ER visits, or things like that. So yeah, give it that little bit of context there so that everyone is more likely to be on the same page. All right, so we're going to skip the one about Gus the cat for the moment. So I'm going to leave a couple of these for you guys to do. And let's see here. Yes, let's do the one with the CD MP3 player. So a Pioneer Car CD MP3 player costs $170. Circuit City has it on sale for 12% off with free installation. What is the discount on this player? What is the sale price? All right, so our rate that we are given is 12% off. So remember, that's going to be what we don't pay. And our base price, the original sticker price there, was the $170. Now, we want to find the discount. That is actually the same idea of the 12%. This is the discount rate. And we want the discount amount. So I don't have to do a subtraction here because we're already talking about the same part of the original price. So then we set up our percent proportion. So 12%. And then we don't know what the amount is, and then the base was 170. So if we cross multiply and then divide, we're going to get $20.40, and I do say that because it is the discount amount. Okay, so, and that is discount amount. And hopefully that is going to make sense, right? Our discount was about 10%. 12%, it's a little higher than that. But 10% of 170 is $17. So it would make sense that this amount should be a little bit higher as well. And then we do have a second question we need to finish. What is the sale price? So this one we want to take the extra step now and do the subtraction. We'll take the original $170 price and we will subtract off the discount amount. So original price, discount amount, and we'll subtract, and that will give us our sale price. So let's see here. Okay, so I'm getting 149.60, which I'm just going to double check on the calculator here, so make sure I'm not giving you the wrong answer. Yes, okay. So 149.60 would be the sale price at that point. Okay. And let's see, last one here. So during the holiday season, the Xbox 360 sold for $425 in stores. This product was in such demand that it sold online for about $800. What percent markup does this represent? And round to the nearest whole percent. All right, so our base price is actually the $425 because that's what we started, and we want to find out the percent markup. So percent markup is going to be our rate, but that means how much I go from this. And then our new price there is the $800. So let's see here. So then my rate is going to be over 100, and then we'll have 800 and 425 over there, cross multiplying and dividing. Will give us 188.2352941, blah, blah, blah. All right, so I do want to round to the nearest whole percent, so I really didn't need to have all of this because I can see by the 2 there that I would just keep it at 188. So at 188% markup. And hopefully that should make sense, because if this is the 800 is almost twice this, and I'm sorry, that's what 188% markup is, close to 200% markup. Double this would be 850, so 800, not quite double that, so not quite 200% markup on that problem. And just make sure that remember you're reading carefully, answer the questions that are being asked, make sure that you're rounding to where it's being requested. Put those labels on there all the time. So make sure that those are on there. Those are going to be, easy points to keep, but they are also easy to lose if you forget. So please make sure you're sticking those on everything. You want to make sure you're being really consistent with your labeling, especially when you go on to further math classes. And because the expectation bar does get a little bit higher as you go further along in the math curriculum. All right, so that is what we would have covered today during class, and we will talk about any questions you guys have on we'll look at any other examples that you'd like to look at in here on our at our class on Thursday. So thank you.